Unopans massacred, billions killed, and one alien rises against the Viltrumite tyranny. This is the untold story of Alan the Alien, the galaxy's last hope. Let's dive in. So we got Alan the Alien, the guy they created to do the impossible, to bring down the Viltrumites down to their knees and kill them. Just a little note before we start, I'm going to be very cautious with the spoilers and I won't give away any deets, okay? So, since I'm not going to be telling you what Alan did in the comics and what happened to him, I'm going to only be talking about his history, his powers, and capabilities, and plus the type of guy he is, because he is, well, not really a guy. He's an alien. Alright, let's start. Okay, so the Viltrumites were always expanding their dominance by conquering and assimilating different planets into their empire, and every time this conquering leads to slaughtering of innocent people, every time, just to strengthen their race. And how? Well, by interbreeding with other species, it eliminates any threats to their powers. So I'm gonna call these Viltrumites insecure bullies. So while they were in their pursuit to achieve more power, they targeted a planet called Unopia. The people of Unopia, or say Unopans, were peace-loving people, and they achieved a peaceful world by using their top-tier knowledge of technology.
A peaceful and thriving world, the Unopans had achieved harmony with nature and technology.
So these peaceful people were attacked and slaughtered, but since they were so advanced in technology, they tried their best to resist the Viltrumites and fight back.
However, the Unopan spirit was unbroken. Biding their time for decades, they waited for a moment of weakness and rebelled.
But unfortunately, they were no match for these powerful murderers. They were really strong. Most of the Unopans were killed as a result. Imagine it, killing almost everybody on the planet. I'm talking about billions of people here. But somehow, a few of the Unopans managed to escape. Apart from being geniuses, the Unopans also had an unbreakable will to survive. This leads them to start a breeding camp and start off a whole new generation from scratch. So tell me something, guys. Have you ever had those moments where you did something very good and somebody noticed it and rewarded you for that? If yes, let us know what it was, because I would love to know. These Unopans had that same moment, wink wink, because you see, in the vastness of the universe, there is the most powerful organization called the Coalition of Planets. As the name suggests, it's a whole bunch of planets all on the same team in the whole universe. Alright, moving on. So this Unopan's will to survive caught the attention of this coalition. They really appreciated it, and the coalition already perceived the Viltrumites as a threat to everyone, because they were also standing against the Viltrumites.
The Viltrumite campaign has become the scourge of the galaxy, and we stand united against it.
So they perceive the Unopans as a really good potential ally, so they offer them to be a part of the coalition, and the Unopans got their reward. In the breeding comps, they tried to make a soldier, an alien. An Unopan so powerful, one that can kill dozens of Viltrumites at the same time. An alien who will not only be their protector, but the protector of the whole universe. And after thousands of failed tries, he was finally born, and he came to be known as Alan the Alien! Gosh, I can never get behind that name. That is such a boring name. Anyways, Alan resembled hope. The first thing he did was the thing he was born for. This warrior went on and waged war against the Viltrumites. And he found the Viltrumites and he killed them all. I wish. Totally joking. The results were actually super disappointing. He lost.
But while stronger than most of the universe, Alan still couldn't match even a single Viltrumite in combat.
Really badly. But that didn't mean his story was over. No. He was far from reaching his full potential. He came back to Telskria, the home of the Coalition of Planets. He became the evaluation officer for the Coalition of Planets. He mainly did it to hone his skills and become an even better warrior. All of this with just one goal in mind: to stop the Viltrumite madness. But how will he do that? How will he hone his skills? Well, you see, there are millions of planets in the universe. Being an evaluation officer, he has to check that the guardian of a planet is strong enough to protect that planet. So how does he check? He goes to the planet and fights the guardian to see if that guardian is in fact capable of defeating any threat that might come to their planet. And that is how he honed his skills and developed all sorts of powers. So, shall I discuss the powers now? Alan possesses an astonishing level of strength that goes beyond the already impressive standards of the Viltrumites. Imagine it, he's not your average strong superhero. No, he's like next level strong. The kind of superpower that could casually punch through meteors and casually lift up spaceships and planets like they're oversized toys. I mean, who needs a forklift when you got Alan around? His blows pack enough juice to send his unlucky opponent soaring through the air like they're in a low-gravity zone. Damn, that's impressive. And this guy lost against a Viltrumite. That's insane. Moving on, Alan isn't just a meathead, no. He actually has brains that are a part of his superhero package as well. Imagine it, you're facing off against really powerful foes. You're not just throwing punches, you are actually smart. You're orchestrating a whole chess match inside of your head. That is what Alan is doing. His strategic prowess isn't just a flashy accessory, it's a game changer. For instance, he was the one who came up with the idea of turning Mark against the Viltrumites. Now for sure, Mark isn't exactly strong right now, but Alan is thinking about the long term, and this shows He's a smart cookie. And on top of that, he's got flight. Alan has exceptional flight abilities. He can race faster than light itself and zip across the skies with absolute ease. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the breathtaking maneuvers and high-stake aerial battles that he engages in. There's this one jaw-dropping instance where he blitzed through a meteor, shattering into fragments like it was child's play. Imagine the sheer velocity needed for a feat like that. And when you combine all of that, it gives him another power: versatility. Alan's powers make him versatile against a wide variety of opponents. He's like a jacked up, overqualified Swiss Army knife when it comes to powers. Think of him as that superhero who never shows up to a battle unprepared. His strength and toughness means he's a force to be reckoned with in a hand-to-hand combat, but hold up, it gets better. He's got the ability to fly in his toolkit too, so if things go sky high, he's right at home there. And here's the kicker: he's basically got this adaptive thing going on where he can heal up in a flash. Oh, and did I mention the brain power? This guy's not just a punch and kick type of guy, he can outwit the trickiest of guys out there. And last but not least, I'll say his power is being a good soul. Being so powerful, he could also dominate others and be like the Viltrumites, but he doesn't. He does the opposite, like Superman, you know? Despite both of these characters' extraordinary abilities, Alan, like Superman, has got a kind heart, and Alan remains kind and compassionate. He yearns for peace and harmony, not conquest and domination. So these are the powers that he has right now. The key word here is right now. Who knows what he's going to be like in the future? What is he going to add to his arsenal? It's going to be amazing, I bet. But we're going to have to wait until that happens. So let's be done talking about his powers and the backstory. Let's talk about how Alan is in real life, because the kind of person, or should we say alien, he is what makes him who he is. Alan is a mix of kind-heartedness and fierce determination. He's like that reliable guy who's always there for you with a helping hand and listening ear, but when push comes to shove, he transforms into this unstoppable force of courage and resolve. It's super inspiring. Whether it's standing up for his beliefs or facing off against the toughest opponent, he doesn't back down, like when he encountered the Viltrumites and asked about crucial information on the Viltrumite on Earth, aka Invincible. He didn't buckle under pressure. Instead, he mocked them and clapped back at them. It was epic, showing the kind of guts that make you admire somebody. Darn right, that's admirable. I love it, because you gotta hand it to Alan. He's got nerves of steel. It takes serious guts to taunt someone like the Viltrumites, like a terrifying level of courage and determination. Oh, he's got lots of it. Once he's got his sights set on something, he's like a dog with a bone. This determination was evident in his will to find the perfect ally for himself who could join him in destroying the Viltrumites. So there you go. That was all you needed to know about Alan the alien. What did you think? Will he succeed in his plan to bring down the Viltrumites? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video.